Overgrown cemetery where hundreds of veterans are buried is cleaned up with help from the city of Lafayette.
News 18's Holly Campbell joins us now with more about what's going on at Greenbush Cemetery. Quite a story, Holly.
Jeff, Gina, financial issues led to hundreds of veterans' graves being abandoned and unkept. Many of the headstones were buried under tall grass and tree limbs until the city stepped in to clean it up before Memorial Day. But Greenbush Cemetery is changing hands, and with the city and future owners vowing to honor those buried inside the gates.
Very historic cemetery. It has, I think, 5 state senators in it. The early people who created Lafayette and Tippecanoe County are buried here.
More than 400 veterans are also buried at Greenbush Cemetery. Cemetery preservationist L.A. Clue says 5 of which date back to the Revolutionary War, and there are hundreds from the Civil War.
We probably have over 300 Civil War soldiers here and other veterans as well.
But many of those headstones couldn't even be seen a few days ago. Greenbush Cemetery Association owns the property, but when funds ran out, upkeep took a back seat. Tall grass and limbs covered the grounds.
Kids were here not too long ago, and kind of embarrassed that they came in with grass that was 2 feet tall, but that's going to change.
We're going to do everything we can so that by Memorial Day, it looks as good as we can possibly make it. I mean, that's what we should do.
City workers spent the day mowing and picking up limbs at the cemetery. Fairfield Township trustee Julie Roush says due to financial problems, the current owners are handing the cemetery over to the township. Lafayette Mayor Tony Roseworski says the city is working with Roush, creating a partnership to better care for the cemetery in the future.
We're looking at everything from city involvement to their involvement to creating a not-for-profit. We think it does have great potential to be more of a park-like setting, really have historical significance.
Highlighting the history inside the gates of Greenbush Cemetery is what Roush hopes for as ownership is passed over to Fairfield Township.
There is such a story here, and it's so rich, and I realize that our children, even those that were brought up here, do not know their own history.
Rouse says she will meet with the current owners June 3rd. At that time, the cemetery will be handed over to Fairfield Township. Holly Campbell, News 18.